costume is sponsored by Bias Interactive. This national costume consists of a pleated dress and a heavy design, which is colorful and has intricate embroidery on it. Small mirrors are sewn on around the chest area. It is typically worn with loose-fitting pants underneath, called the tanban, that go down to the ankles. A chador headscarf is worn to cover the hair. This dress is tailor-made and can be bought in one of many Asian dressmaker shops in Southall, London. It represents Afghanistan's national gown and embraces the culture by showcasing traditional beauty.
Australia! Miss Australia is wearing a masterpiece by the renowned designer Min Tuan Couture. Her Australian national costume brings you a glimpse of Australia's vast and beautiful desert landscape. Its design captures the earthy tones and the rugged beauty of the outback, reminiscent of the sun-burnt sands and the red center of this expansive wilderness. The Australian desert is not just a landscape, it is a symbol of diversity and resilience. Within its arid expanse lie hidden rivers, waterholes, and wetlands that are of great significance to Australian culture. This costume represents not only the beauty of the desert, but also the strength and the independence of the people.
Austria! Elizabeth from Austria, called Sissy, in 1854 crowned as Empress of Austria after she got married to her cousin Franz Joseph and became the first Empress of Austria and Queen of Hungary. People were mesmerized with Elizabeth's beauty, grace, charisma, and the mysterious aura that she was said to have surrounded by the Empress. Elizabeth was considered one of the most beautiful women of her time. Different to other women of her time, Elizabeth strictly rejected heavy makeup or perfume. She placed great value on her naturalness. Only her hair was sprayed with scented essence. As a young woman, she watched movies about her. After that, she realized, I can be a strong woman too. She saw similarities, and it gave her hope to reach whatever she wanted to reach. It made her see that beautiful women can be strong and powerful. Her parents named her second name Elsie, short for her Elizabeth, and this gave her more power. Miss Austria wants to give hope to people and want to help people like the Empress and the Queen. Go.
Bahamas! The concept of the costume gives credence to the celebration of Junkanoo, or Box Day, a festival that originated during the period of African chattel in the British American colonies around the 17th century. Costumes are made using feathers and colored stones. Culturally, Junkanoo represents the country's history of servitude and the eventual rise to freedom, leading to Bahamian cultural pride and the jubilation and celebration of one people's triumph to independence.
Bangladesh! Behold the enchanting national costume of Bangladesh. Imagine a sea of water lilies gracefully adorning the stage as a symbol of purity, innocence, and unity, each petal whispering tales of the nation's resilience and beauty. Handcrafted with love and precision, this living masterpiece mirrors the unity and spirit of the Bangladeshi people. As we unveil this ethereal creation, let the gentle ripples of the water lily embrace you, symbolizing the deep connection she shares with her roots and the undeniable allure of Bangladesh.
Belgium! Belgium's national costume represents one of its country's worldwide popular sweets, the Belgian chocolate. The history of Belgian chocolate dates back to the year 1635, when it was used only by pharmacists. The popularity of Belgian chocolate is due to its fine structure, the unique taste of cocoa, and pure cocoa butter. You can find a wide variety of flavors and shapes.
Brazil! The stunning guardian of Brazilian literature costume is an artistic expression that celebrates Brazil's literary wealth. Every detail is meticulously crafted with hand-painted books adorning the garment, representing the diversity of narratives and masterpieces that build up Brazilian literature. The costume's graceful wings symbolize literature's ability to transcend boundaries, allowing stories to fly beyond the pages and reach the hearts of readers. This costume is more than a garment. It is a visual statement about the importance of literature as the guardian of Brazilian culture. Identity and memories, a unique fusion of fashion and narrative. This costume is a stunning tribute to the literacy legacy that shapes the rich cultural variety of Brazil.
Bulgaria! Bulgaria's national costume is sponsored by Intend. When I wear a traditional folk costume, I connect myself to my roots. I become inspired and proud of my origins, and it makes me feel confident and feminine, is what Miss Bulgaria says. The Lazar costume from the Pirin village is very colorful, and different types of embroidery. That makes it very flamboyant and attractive. Every single color symbolizes certain things in people's lives in Genesis. Each pattern tells a different story or a prayer. Sponsored by Intent.
Cambodia! According to Khmer Dictionary, Samdek Preach Sangmanach Krong Nat described Pratip as lanterns placed on boats, lit and floated. The Khmer ancestors celebrated this during the water festival, expressing gratitude for water, worshipping in Buddhism, and symbolizing the birth of Priya Me Konke and the sacred by sea.
Cameroon! Draped in an exquisite ensemble that encompasses a resplendent gown, regal train, and an artfully adorned scarf, her attire harmoniously marries the distinctive style and fabric of African origin, notably drawing inspiration from the elegant fashion of Bantu women in Cameroon. This personally curated creation serves as a profound symbol of her unwavering dedication to embracing the rich tapestry of diverse cultures. In presenting herself as a queen, she becomes a living embodiment of a seamless fusion. A fusion not only of sartorial elements, but more importantly, of the intrinsic qualities that define the essence of beauty, confidence, and industrious endeavor.
Canada! Her national costume embodies the vibrant spirit of Canada, a nation renowned for its cultural diversity and technological advancements. The costume, primarily red with hints of white, mirror the national colors of Canada. It's not just an outfit, it's a narrative woven into fabric, a tale of technology and tradition. The design, a collaborative effort between the artificial intelligence and herself, signifies the importance of Canada and an emerging tech world, particularly in AI, resonating with her academic background in mathematics and computer engineering.
China! Miss China is wearing the qifao, a traditional one-piece dress that embodies elegance in China. With its high collar, slits on the sides, and a delicate flower pattern, it captures the essence of grace and style. In Chinese culture, peonies symbolize wealth, prosperity, and good fortune. They're associated with beauty, grace, and a prosperous life, often featured in art and weddings.
Colombia! Colombia is sponsored by Media Arte. The national costume represents the insignia of hope and optimism for global peace. The designer and the artisan exalted in the staff the strength and the resilience of the Colombians in the face of the internal armed conflict with the replica of the sculpture La Paloma de la Paz. The volumeric characteristics with the artist Fernando Botero's own style RIP. The work that it has conceived in 2016 by the teacher. The costume also has a feather headdress and pectoral. A set of two strapless pieces and a stowaway in organza trimmed and glassware and pearls in different sizes. Highlighting elements of the tailed dove, bird, and the figure of her global Miss Colombia. Miss Colombia is sponsored by Media Arte.
Croatia! Miss Croatia's dress was made in 336 hours using sequin beads and crystal materials. The national colors of the costume are taken from the colors of the Croatian national flag. Red, meaning bravery, white, symbolizing purity, blue, symbolizing nobility. And in Croatia, this species was first recorded in the Plitvice Lakes National Park in 2004. They can also be found in Papuk Nature Park.
Czech Republic! The national costume, designed and made by David Hankiju, is a celebration of the canonized Knight George, who is the patron of the Czech nation and the protector from all evil. He is a Czech national hero whose strength and courage are known throughout the world. The costume is based on the Middle Ages, when the St. George legend became the basis for national pride. The unique costume combines elements of traditional historical knight armor with modern design. With this costume, David Hankiju not only celebrates the history and traditions of the Czech Republic, but also draws attention to the strength and courage of women who have a key role in protecting the national wealth and future.
Dominican Republic. This stunning handmade creation by designer Giannina Azar honors the last Taino queen, Anacaona. After witnessing the abuses by colonizers against the native people, especially women and children, Anacaona initiated a courageous struggle to defend the rights of the Taínos people, but she sadly faced the gallows under the order of Governor Nicolas de Ovanda back in 1504. This costume, sewn entirely by hand, showcases an intricate tapestry of beadwork using crystals and vibrant trimmings, gracefully transitioning through a gradient of ochre stones, symbolizing the profound heritage of Taino culture. Also incorporating elements like Murano glass and wooden beads to enhance its exquisite texture, and a headdress embellished with feathers.
Egypt! This long white dress has an attached gold collar with the Eye of Horus, which symbolizes royal power, also known as the Eye of Ra. Was known in ancient Egypt as a slogan to protect against envy, disease, harmful animals, and evil spirits, and also good health and royal power. It's the most famous of ancient Egyptian symbols. Jewelry was very common for ancient Egyptians to be covered in jewelry because they believed it made them more attractive to the gods. The upper class Egyptians were fascinated with gold jewelry. They believed that gold is the color of the sun, and it symbolizes the sun's permanence and immortality.
France! Hours and months of work went into this unique creation, handmade by Corinne Sari, representing the Parisian woman during the period 1890 to 1900, known as La Belle Époque. The Belle Époque marked the beginning of the first signs of women's emancipation, mainly due to their access to primary education. French women became mothers and workers. Then, after a long struggle began during the Belle Époque, and led by the suffragettes to obtain the right to vote, which finally came to fruition in 1944, a great moment for French women. In 20th century France, women's gradual access to political equality and economic and social autonomy was a long road punctuated by demands and battles.
Germany! Sleeping Beauty is a well-known fairy tale that is closely linked to German culture. The fairy tale of Sleeping Beauty has a long tradition of Germany and is an integral part of the German fairy tale world. Sleeping Beauty is also a symbol of German romance and the love of nature. The castle where Sleeping Beauty sleeps is often depicted as an idyllic place surrounded by a dense thorn forest. This representation reflects the German preference for nature and the longing for untouched landscape. The fairy tale has a firm place in German literature and is still gladly told and passed on today.
Ghana! In Ghana, they uphold culture in high esteem. It is what identifies them and gives them uniqueness. Ghana is known for gold and rich minerals. Today, Miss Ghana wears this gold bustier to signify the richness of their land. Her flamboyant skirt is a combination of their specially woven fabric called kente. The headpiece, known as tekua, also signifies strength. She finally wears gold ornaments and symbols from her beloved country, Ghana. If you are looking for a country with gold, rich culture, and intriguing history, please visit Ghana.
Greece! The concept of a costume is based on Amphitrite, the Greek goddess of the sea, typically incorporates elements related to the sea and her divine status. It symbolizes Greece's connection to the vastness and power of the sea. She embodies its beauty, mystery, and the influence it held over ancient Greek life. Her association with the sea reflects Greece's maritime history, importance of trade, and dependence on the waters for sustenance and exploration. It symbolizes the embracing and nurturing nature of the ocean, which surrounds Greece. Her influence is often seen in the myths and cultural representation of the sea, tying her presence to the deep connection of the Greeks have historically held with maritime life, trade, presence, and explanation.
Guinea! The costume represents royalty, a traditional fabric from the forest region, which is often used to crown foreigners and leaders, with a blend of black, wrinkle-free, and durable silk that's described as the epitome of comfort and elegance. The patterns of Guinea's sacred forest fabric evoke respect for nature and ancestors, creating a deep connection between culture and the environment. Worn by the Ndembe of the Iowa coast through the Cowries, considered as a symbol of recognition. The Ndembe is a mask of the Baga people. As a national symbol, this branding aims to represent the omnipresent position of Guinea in Africa and throughout the world.
Haiti! A costume designed by Stalin Nunez, a well-known fashion designer based in Las Vegas, who understands the beauty of representing Caribbean culture. The centerpiece is handmade with custom jewels that are made to shine on stage, representing the pearls of the Antilles, Haiti. Surrounding the white jewels are stunning feathers that bring the costume the vibrancy and grandness of the design.
India! Adorned in a self-designed Indian national costume, Miss India embodies the essence of the sacred river Ganga that has nurtured the land and souls of India. To Indians, Ganga is not merely a river. She is a divine mother, a purifier of sins, and a giver of salvation. Taking a dip in her holy waters is believed to cleanse one's spirits from the cycle of life and death. The last rites performed on our banks are thought to grant the departed souls a direct passage to heaven. As she drapes herself in the colors of Ganga, she stands proud, representing the strength, purity, and the enduring spirit of India.
Indonesia! Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia's stunning national costume, a tribute to Queen Kaliamat's courage in expelling the colonizers from Indonesia. This captivating ensemble blends history and contemporary artistry, showcasing the Queen's strength and wisdom. The regal gown, crafted from Indonesian textiles, symbolizes Nusantara's unity, complemented by a magnificent headpiece representing our island's peaks. A sword denoting power and defense completes the ensemble, designed by Eko Purwanto from Jember Fashion Carnival. Under Buba Alfian and Milson Masi's creative direction, Cynthia's costume is a powerful symbol of woman's strength, power, and wisdom worldwide.
Iran! Miss Iran proudly dons a replica of an exquisite gown once gowned by Iran's beloved former queen. Its vibrant hues and timeless designs pay tribute to Persia's rich artistic soul and cultural heart. As Miss Iran, she is honored to embody her homeland's tapestry of diversity, ancient to modern, and illuminates its extraordinary beauty on the global stage.
Italy! The national costume of Miss Italy is designed and created by Francis Denny Lee. It represents much of the wonderful bel paese of Italy. Two of the dominant colors used in his national costumes are evidently present in the Italian flag. The rose has represented the course of the history and the mysterious emblem of the return to new life, and just from the moment it became the single par excellence of the rebirth of humanity. The rose represents an important emblem of grace and of enormous charm that accompanies and gratifies the mind also, and especially in the visual arts. The rose is woman, the Italian woman.
Jamaica! Jamaica's motto is out of many, one people. No matter what race, class, religion, age, or gender, we are all one. Her national costume captures that as a Jamaica is a country with all kinds of races. It alludes to the various ethnic groups among the population. This may come as a surprise because while Jamaica is a predominantly black country, many people outside of Jamaica are unaware that the island has a multiracial society. Ethnic groups contributing to Jamaica's mixed heritage come from a wide range of people.
Japan! About 1,000 years ago, the Japanese had opened their doors for foreign countries. Since then, they have been embracing the culture from different regions. The concept of her costume is embracing both the traditions and cultures in other countries. This dress is a mixture of Western and Eastern culture. These are the clothes of kimono, which is their traditional costume, but tailored to Western dress. Usually kimonos are inherited from grandmas to mother, mother to daughter. Like this tradition, she wishes to be a flexible attitude to culture which Japanese people have, will be inherited to another generation.
Kazakhstan! The national Kazakh costume has been designed by Jamilia Kwanisheva, a Kazakh fashion designer who holds a master's degree from the most prestigious school of St. Martin's in London. The modern interpretation of the national costume was made using the red velvet textile called plush that was traditionally used in Kazakh homes for centuries. The horn-like ornaments on the bust and decorated on the back of the cape symbolize vitality, grace, and prosperity in Kazakh culture. The color red represents the energy of the sun and fire, and the color blue represents the sky and freedom.
Kenya! This national costume is a clear depiction of the thrilling safari, which is the leading tourist attraction in Kenya. It highlights the wondrous and most sought-after wildlife, the Big Five, which include the lion, leopard, elephant, rhino, and buffalo. She creatively designed this by crocheting, a skill she learned from her mother, and beadwork. She paired it up with an artistic hairpiece from Poha, president of Hair Africa, and a beautiful giraffe print tail because it's her favorite animal.
Korea! Korea's national costume is based on a form of hanbok, which is a Korean traditional costume wear. This particular hanbok is what the queen would have worn on her wedding day. The colors used reflect Korea's obangsek, which means 5 colors signifying different elements seen throughout the world. This hanbok brings together beauty of the elemental colors to signify an elegance and pure beauty.
Among the 50 tribes that call Laos home are the Mon, who are distinguished by their unique customs, way of life, handicrafts, and agricultural practices. This period of time is seen to present a lovely and distinctive look, especially when it comes to the clothing worn, which combines traditional and modern styles. The current Hmong dress is inspired by the old design of the Hmong tribe and features a red hue that stands for today's exceptional and self-assured Lao ladies.
Latvia! The national costume is inspired by the flag of Latvia. According to legend, the basis of the flag was a white cloth in which the mortally wounded leader of the Latvian tribe was carried out from the battlefield. The warriors raised the blood-soaked cloth from both ends as a banner, and it led them to victory. And the whole image personifies the goddess of Latvian mythology, Saule, the benevolent mother goddess, radiating love and care for all humanity.
Lithuania! National costume of Lithuania was a big reflection of the national culture alongside with a flag and coat of arms. The color of the costumes were inspired by Lithuanian women working in the rye fields and the process of bread making. Costumes were carefully made by hand using linen and cotton fabrics. Lithuanian national costume became a symbol of material and spiritual culture, a testimony to our ancestors' high standards of workmanship and reflection of their artistic taste.
Malaysia! Being culturally aware allows us to acknowledge our worldviews and heritage. Thus, she chose the Queen of Ethiopia to be represented to the globe. Ethiopia is located in Pulau Pinang, Malaysia. One of the common species that can be found in Ethiopia is known as the Raja Brooks birdwing. It is a Malaysia's national butterfly, being found in rainforests of peninsular Malaysia as well as Sabah and Sarawak. She chose Queen of Ethiopia to embrace her culture as butterflies symbolize freedom, earthly beauty, love, and the human soul.
The Angel of Independence is much more than a decorative monument. It is a sculpture that remembers and celebrates the efforts and blood of all those who fought for the independence of Mexico. More than an angel, she is a reminder to all Mexicans of their freedom. It is the most important tribute to the history of Mexico. In her right hand, she holds a laurel wreath to place it on the heads of the heroes who fought for independence, and in her left hand, she holds a broken chain of 3 links that symbolizes the end of 3 centuries of Spanish rule. She chose to give voice and visuality to the most important monument in Mexico because she knows that the Miss Global platform shares the same message worldwide.
Moldova! The rose, a national symbol of Moldova, embodies beauty, resilience, and hope. Each bloom of the costume represents the unique qualities of Moldovan women, their strength in the face of adversity, their unwavering spirit, and their pursuit of a brighter future. The costume was designed by her cousin, a Moldovan designer. It showcases the talent and creativity of Moldovan women, demonstrating real women's support and empowerment.
This national costume encapsulates the spirit of Monaco's rich culture, dressed in the pure elegance of white with a harmonious blend of sophistication and glamour, enhancing the essence of the principality. What truly sets the costume apart is the mesmerizing blend of white and red crystals enhanced by vibrant gold lines and a touch of gold red. The graceful silhouette in a rich shade of red captures the sophistication of the principality with a flattering design featuring a fitted waist and a flared skirt. A white cape cascading at the back adds a regal touch symbolizing Monaco's princely heritage. It's a visual celebration of Monaco's pride.
Myanmar! Embodying the essence of Myanmar, an agricultural nation, rice stands as our daily sustenance, and within the depths of our hearts, we acknowledge farmers as benevolent patrons. Thus, this national costume is meticulously crafted to ardently convey our profound gratitude to these cultivators perceived as our divine gods.
Is called the silver fern. The silver fern has been accepted as a symbol of New Zealand since the 1880s. To Maori, the elegant shape of the frond stood for the strength, stubbornness, and resistance and enduring power. To Pakeha, it symbolizes their attachment to their homeland. Her beautiful mom and her designed her costume. Many hardworking hours making it just right. She feels honored to be wearing this costume in Miss Global, sharing a piece of her home with everyone.
Nigeria! The costume is a vibrant celebration of female Nigerian musicians, channeling the spirit of those who, through their songs, propel Nigeria onto the global stage, delivering profound messages and timeless lessons. It's a sartorial anthem dedicated to the music that echoes across borders. Rambo Rambo embodies the heartbeat of Nigeria, a nation of rich cultural diversity and a people whose talents reverberate globally. shaping perceptions and proudly promoting our African heritage. Each stitch narrates a tale of unity, resilience, and the indomitable spirit that defines the heart of Nigeria.
Norway! Elsa is a fictional character from the Disney movie Frozen. She is a queen with ice powers and is known to represent strength, self-control, and sisterhood. She is not a princess, but a queen. Elsa is often seen as an inspiration for empowerment, especially for women, because she learns to embrace and control her unique abilities. The designer is Judy Hansen. The dress has many lights that symbolizes the beautiful natural northern lights.
Pakistan! Pakistan's national attire originates from the Pakhtunkhwa province, embodying the rich Pashtun culture. Crafted from natural silk, this dress features intricate embroidery showcasing traditional artistry.
The modern Palestinian costume, known as thobe, is handcrafted and varies by region, typically consisting of a long, intricately embroidered dress with a vibrant color. Paired with a headscarf adorned with embroidery, coins, or ornaments, this attire seamlessly combines the timeless beauty of traditional Palestinian clothing with a contemporary design. It serves as a cultural ambassador, fusing tradition with a modern twist.
Panama! The Queen of the Seas, a national costume that pays tribute to the legend of a woman with golden hair, guards the waters that embrace the Isthmus of Panama. With details that reflect the duality of the waters, the design invokes the sinuous shape of the Caribbean Sea to the north and the serenity of the Pacific Ocean to the south. This magnificent costume personifies the defender of marine resources and the sovereignty of Panamanian waters, capable of controlling the force of the sea to protect the land against the threat of pirates and privateers. A charming tribute to Panama's rich marine heritage.
Philippines embodies intelligence, elegance, and soulfulness. Inspired by the Palawan peacock pheasants from her hometown, her design at Tandikan, a warrior queen intricately blends contrasting powerful elements, creative execution, cultural integration, and a heartfelt warrior queen motif define this masterpiece. Symbolizing innovation and conservation, it's a harmonious fusion of nature and beauty, making a bold and outstanding experience that is felt with the heart.
Portugal! Like a nympha from the seas, this creation has been inspired by the Luisadas, a Portuguese epic poem written by the Camões that talk about the famous Portuguese history of the Age of Discoveries of the 15th and 16th centuries. Priscilla Cunha created this costume with an exquisite traditional handicraft that has deep roots in Portugal's history, handmade Portuguese lace, known as the renda. Also, Atlantic Portuguese coast was the inspiration of this national costume, with the beautiful waves in different colors of blue and the pure white, here represented by the different types of fabrics and shells.
Rico's national costume represents the national butterfly of the country, the Harlequin butterfly. This species is part of the large biodiversity of Puerto Rico, found in the forest and north areas of the islands. Being in risk of extinction in the present day, the Harlequin butterfly becomes a protected species of Puerto Rico. The butterfly represents the resilience of Puerto Rican people through difficult circumstances in history, being able to rise once again, respecting every process in life.
Russia! The highlight of the Tatar costume is its bright colors. You'll never see an inconspicuous national costume among these people. Each symbolizes something different. The most necessary element of the Tatar folk costume has long been the kulmek shirt and the ishtan trousers, both for women and for men. The distinctive features of these wardrobe elements were the length, collar, and cut. Also, the national costume of the Tatars is characterized by such a thing as camisole. This is a kind of a short and fitted vest which was decorated with various embroideries.
Samoa! Miss Global Samoa and her traditional wear represents the daughter of a paramount high chief of Samoa. The costume is made out of 100% natural materials found on the island of Samoa, representing her people, her culture, and grace with humility, gratitude, and reverence in this masterpiece created by the team led by Jerry Brunt. The delicately handmade attire is made from individuality, hand-woven fine mats, and rich natural colors, used together with the bulk of the mulberry braided woven of her village from the brown fibers of the coconuts.
Serbia! Miss Serbia's costume has long roots established many years ago. It is Serbian tradition to wear these special clothes for dancing folklore. Also, she feels like a queen while wearing this because she represents women of power in this beautiful and powerful costume. She got the inspiration from a girl that was singing a famous song while wearing clothes like this, and she's very proud to represent the country in this particular way.
Sierra Leone's national costume is a captivating ensemble that serves as a living tapestry of the nation's culture and natural resources. It features a vibrant batik cloth intricately drawn with paintings reflecting the resilience of the Sierra Leonean people and its natural scenery. Overall, this national costume is a visual ode to the country's natural resources and its national animal, the chimpanzee.
Singapore! Miss Singapore's national costume pays tribute to San Sui women, Chinese immigrants who worked as general laborers in the construction industry from the 1920s to the 1980s, embodying resilience and empowerment. Every detail, including the iconic headdress, symbolizes strength and practicality, serving as both safety measure and storage. The dark blue or black samfu made from the stain-resistant fabric and sandals crafted from repurposed tire rubber reflect the resourcefulness and harmony and the evolving city. The Sansui women's journey parallels Singapore's path to independence in 1965, contributing significantly to the nation's development during rapid economic growth. Their legacy transcends buildings, encompassing a spirit of determination and resilience.
Slovenia! Miss Global Slovenia's natural dress was completely made up by herself. It is inspired by the connection between generations. Inside, they can see a dress that any young girl would like, but outside there was a luxurious velvet with a silhouette and elements of the national clothing of her ancestors. She must always remember the foundation and the history, the ancestors, and the family that enveloped them like it is the black dress.
Somalia! The Somali dirak is a traditional dress characterized by its long, flowing fabric and a matching headscarf. This ensemble is a masterpiece of craftsmanship using the finest lightweight materials such as cotton or silk, often featuring intricate embroidery, sequins, and vibrant colors. It embraces both cultural significance and a contemporary sense of style. The Somali dirak is a reflection of Somali identity and pride. For Somali women, wearing the dirak is an expression of their cultural heritage and a connection to their roots. It embraces the values of grace, modesty, and elegance.
tribute to the blue crane, South Africa's national bird. It is made of shimmering crystals and feathers in shades of blue and black with silver accents. The bodysuit design evokes the long, graceful neck of the blue crane and the wings giving the illusion of flight. The headpiece completes the look, making her feel like she is truly embodying the spirit of the blue crane. It does include elements of South African culture. The blue crane is an important symbol in South African culture, and it represents grace, strength, and resilience. These are the qualities deeply rooted in the culture and ones which fully resonate with who she is. She wants to embrace them through this beautiful costume.
Spain! This unique dress is the outcome of a collaboration between two award-winning women, the notable Miss Spain and the emerging Spanish luxury designer, Fatma Omarova. Crafted with meticulous attention to detail, this dress, containing an impressive 40 meters of toe, is a testament to the rich legacy of Spanish craftsmanship and the enduring culture of haute couture in Spain. Every stitch in this masterpiece reflects the dedication and expertise that define the Spanish tradition of creating exquisite garments. The hand-sewn precision not only exemplifies a commitment to quality, but also pays homage to the long-standing heritage of Spanish couturiers.
Sudan! Miss Sudan's national costume is sponsored by Al Arez Real Estate. Wearing the Sudanese national tube, which symbolizes strength and power for Sudanese women, and the iconic queen of freedom and beauty in Sudan at the Kandaka. The tube is linked to the strength of Sudanese women and their glorious history of the combining injustice and corruption. It refers to the model of warrior women who have resisted colonialism and corruption back in the days. Fully made of pure red silk, where the red color in Sudanese tradition indicates the expulsion of evil spirits. Woven by hand stitching different materials, starting fine beaded in 2 different sizes and gemstones and natural feathers. Along with pieces of the pound currency, with Sudan have always been associated with happy occasions, along with Sudanese traditional luminous moon, which symbolizes the tenderness, beauty, and pampering of the woman. Sponsored by Al Arez Real Estate.
Taipei! Miss Taipei's national costume is sponsored by Crimson Education. Ladies and gentlemen, from Taipei, the esteemed contestant radiates in a stunning qipao, a choice that speaks volumes about the cultural heritage she proudly represents. The qipao attire is adorned by the past Taipei ROC pageant queens on the international stages, embracing the timeless beauty and strength of character cherished by the Taipei people and pays homage to the legacy of those who have come before her. This garment represents the resilience, legacy, and grace of the spirit of the Taipei women.
Designed by Tira Pasut. Inspiration for the design comes from the traditional silk flag weaving of Banbandaban, Panum, Tuan District, Kanchanburi Province during the Songkran Festival. Villagers come together to make flags for temple offerings, combining the joy of the occasion with their beliefs and customs. The structure of the traditional Thai royal attire serves as the foundation, using over 500 pieces of silk flags adorned with Swarovski crystals to create a dazzling masterpiece named Kanchana Benpad.
Turkey! The concept of Miss Turkey's national costume is the belly dance queen. It was made of Turkish material and has coins on the belly part, and it represents Turkish and Arabic belly dancing. So it embraces the Orient and the Middle Eastern culture. The headpiece represents the freedom of Turkish women, and the Turkish woman is a modern woman who can be sexy and cultural at the same time.
Uzbekistan in a modern version of the traditional female costume, which includes a coat, dress, and headdress. The name of the coat is chapan. 4 embroideries were worked on for 1 month. It displays traditional flowers and a geometric ornament and is adorned with stones, beads, and sequins. The vibrant yellow color symbolizes the sun of Uzbekistan, and the colorful embroidery represents the rich traditions and culture of Daria's motherland. The headdress, known as tilakosh, features a richly decorated forehand crown and a white handkerchief made from natural silk, embellished with a silky fringe. This item was made 50 years ago and has been waiting in storage to be presented at Miss Global 2023.
USA! The word embrace has 7 letters, and there are 7 red stripes on the American flag. This is not a coincidence, as the USA's strength has been built by immigrants. This includes Miss USA's family, who were hardworking immigrants, and veterans with hearts big, so big that they adopted her. USA embraces immigrants, diversity, and challenges. This costume, designed and handcrafted by herself, tells the story of her nation's essence, beauty in diversity, and strength in unity. Red is the resilience and endurance. Blue, strength and stability. White, liberty and justice. She doesn't merely wear the colors, but the collective history of those who sought a better life on the shores of the United States. This costume is a living testament to the strength and sacrifices given by American veterans, the beauty and diversity of shared stories, and the honor of standing together.
Venezuela! Inspired by the verses of the Llanera Soul, which are recreated through Liki Liki as the quintessential Venezuelan costume of life. A cultural icon that represents a heroic feature that led more than to our independence, to a cultural identity that unified them as their country. Taking into account its origins, this suit is constructed using French hot tailoring techniques, embroidered with a mesh of pearls and faceted zircons, which is accompanied by a handmade corsage that recreates a bouquet of roses and from which a fluid cape emerges. The Liki Liki will be the iconic suit that represents her beautiful country.
Vietnam! The national costume, Long Nai Chao, is inspired by the image of Nhi, the pure Vietnamese mascot, which has become a significant part for thousands of years. Nhi is folklorized to reflect the symbol of Vietnamese folk culture. Nhi truly reflects and defines the outlook on life and aesthetics of the Vietnamese people. The Nhi image is imbued with indigenous elements, economic, cultural, historical values, religion, beliefs, and the Vietnamese fine arts. Nhi has many layers of meaning: simplicity, closeness, integrity, uprightness, courage, power, sacredness, and loyalty.
Miss Zimbabwe's nation, the embodiment of her identity and collective spirit takes the form of a majestic creature, the leopard. This national symbol, crafted from the essence of the leopard, holds profound significance for her people, transcending the realm of the mere representation to become a powerful emblem of our values, history, and aspirations. In conclusion, the national symbol made of leopards encapsulates the essence of her identity.
feel like so excited.
Are you still here? Phnom Penh, Cambodia! ស្រស់ស្អាតជូនទៅដល់បែកជូនទៅដល់ពិធីការនីទាំង3រូបផងដែរទូរទស្សនិកជនជាទីគោរពនិងជាទីមេត្រីអរគុណសម្រាប់ការតាមដានទស្សនានៅកម្មវិធីប្រកួត Miss Global ឆ្នាំ2023វគ្គប្រកួតប្រជែងឈុតតំណាងជាតិហើយសម្រាប់កម្មវិធីរបស់យើងនឹងវិលមកជួបជាថ្មីជូនទៅដល់ទូរទស្សនិកជនជាមួយនឹងថ្ងៃផ្ដាច់ព្រ័ត្រដែលត្រូវនឹងថ្ងៃទី18ខែមករាឆ្នាំ2024ខាងមុខនេះនៅស្ទីឌីយោបាយ័នស្ទឹងមានជ័យដូច្នេះទស្សនិកជនអាចចូលរួមទស្សនាឲ្យបានកាន់តែច្រើនកកក៏ដូចជាអាចចូលរួមទស្សនាតាមរយៈការ live ផ្ទាល់នៅលើកញ្ចក់ទូរទស្សន៍បាយ័នក៏ដូចជាតាមរយៈ page ផ្លូវការ Miss Global Organization ផងដែរនៅពេលនេះយើងខ្ញុំទាំងអីនេះសូមអរគុណសូមជម្រាបលាត្រីឲ្យសួស្ដី I know that this has been another colorful evening for every one of us. Come join us on January 18th for the live coronation of Miss Global 2023 and the 10th anniversary of Miss Global. On behalf of Miss Global Organization, I am Shane Kitana Tormes, Miss Global 2022, Nom Shoreland, Cambodia! Thank you, Phnom Penh! Akon, Cambodia!
And good night.
Mabuhay, thank you so much! Akon, Cambodia, and see you on January 18, 2024.